In the world of fiction, power is not always measured by brute strength alone. Sometimes, true dominance comes from control, fear, and the ability to break an opponent before the first strike is ever thrown. Today's battle brings together two of the most terrifying villains ever created, each forged by pain, loss, and darkness. Vecna from Stranger Things represents psychic domination and fear-based control, while Darth Vader from Star Wars embodies the absolute authority of the dark side of the Force. One rules through mental invasion and emotional trauma. The other commands through discipline, power, and unbreakable will. This is not just a crossover fight. It is a clash of philosophies, abilities, and power systems. Vecna vs. Darth Vader is a battle where minds, wills, and supernatural forces collide to determine who truly stands above the other. Vecna, the psychic architect of fear. Vecna, once known as Henry Creel and later designated as Subject 001, is the most powerful psychic entity in the Stranger Things universe. His abilities extend far beyond simple telekinesis. Vecna can invade minds, manipulate memories, and exploit emotional trauma with surgical precision. His victims are not defeated physically at first. They are broken mentally. He feeds on guilt, fear, and emotional weakness, turning psychological scars into lethal weapons. Through his connection to the Upside Down, Vecna operates across dimensions, killing from a distance without ever needing direct contact. His power allows him to immobilize targets, crush bones, and control bodies through sheer psychic force. Unlike chaotic monsters, Vecna is intelligent, patient, and strategic. He studies his victims, learns their fears, and waits for the perfect moment to strike. Within his domain, reality itself bends to his will, making him nearly unstoppable against unprepared minds. Darth Vader, the dark side incarnate. Darth Vader is not merely a warrior. He is fear-given form. Once Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, Vader now draws his strength from pain, rage, and loss. His connection to the dark side of the Force grants him immense telekinetic power, heightened perception, and mental domination. Vader can crush enemies from across rooms, choke targets effortlessly, and sense hostile intent before attacks are even launched. His armor enhances his physical strength and durability, allowing him to endure extreme damage while remaining lethal. Unlike Vecna's emotional manipulation, Vader's power is rooted in discipline and control. He does not lose focus. His mind is reinforced by years of Sith training and constant mental conditioning. Vader has resisted mind probes, psychic assaults, and force-based mental attacks from powerful opponents. His presence alone instills terror, often forcing enemies to surrender without resistance. Power comparison, mind control versus the Force. When comparing Vecna and Darth Vader, the central question becomes whether fear-based psychic manipulation can overpower Sith mental discipline. Vecna's greatest advantage lies in exploiting trauma, guilt, and emotional vulnerability. Against ordinary humans, this makes him nearly invincible. His approach is slow, invasive, and deliberate. Vecna does not rush. He enters the mind, reshapes memories, and amplifies pain until the victim collapses from within. In controlled environments or long-range scenarios, this method is devastating, allowing Vecna to kill without ever facing physical resistance. However, Darth Vader's mind is anything but ordinary. His psyche is already forged in pain, anger, and darkness, leaving little emotional weakness for Vecna to exploit. What Vecna uses as a weapon, Vader has already embraced. Decades of suffering and rage have hardened Vader's consciousness into something closer to a mental fortress than a fragile human mind. Sith training is designed to transform pain into strength rather than vulnerability. Vader's connection to the Force grants him active resistance against mental intrusion. Unlike normal victims who panic under psychic pressure, Vader can push back, counterprobe, and overwhelm an attacker's focus. His awareness through the Force allows him to sense hostile intent before Vecna can fully establish psychological control, greatly reducing Vecna's advantage of surprise. In a direct confrontation, Vader's telekinesis operates faster and with greater precision. His Force choke, crushing pressure, and environmental manipulation require minimal concentration and can be executed almost instantly. Vecna, by contrast, relies on sustained focus and psychological access to dominate powerful opponents. Any disruption weakens his grip. Vecna excels in long-range encounters and carefully prepared scenarios, especially when his opponent is unaware or emotionally exposed. Vader thrives in close to mid-range combat and rapid escalation. He does not allow battles to remain static. If Vecna fails to achieve immediate mental domination, the fight accelerates beyond his ideal conditions. Once the confrontation shifts into active combat, the balance tilts rapidly toward the dark side. Vader's relentless pressure, continuous force attacks, and unyielding will leave Vecna with fewer opportunities to establish control. In this matchup, time favors Vader, not Vecna. If psychological domination does not occur early, Sith power takes command of the battlefield. Final verdict: who is more powerful? In this ultimate battle, context determines the outcome. Vecna is devastating against fearful, emotionally exposed opponents and thrives when given time to invade the mind. His greatest strength lies in preparation, psychological isolation, and prolonged mental pressure. When Vecna controls the environment and his opponent's emotional state, he becomes nearly untouchable, dismantling victims from the inside before they can fight back. However, Darth Vader is not a fragile target. He is a being forged through loss, suffering, and constant inner conflict. His willpower, Sith training, and deep connection to the dark side of the Force make him one of the worst possible matchups for a fear-based psychic attacker. What Vecna uses to weaken others, Vader has already endured and mastered. Fear does not control him. Pain empowers him. In a prolonged confrontation, Vader's superior combat speed, force mastery, and mental defenses become decisive. The Force is not merely an external power source. It is an extension of Vader's consciousness, allowing him to react, adapt, and counter threats in real time. This severely limits Vecna's ability to maintain sustained psychic domination once active combat begins. Vecna may delay, disorient, and test Vader through psychic pressure and illusion. He may attempt to exploit buried memories of Anakin Skywalker. But those memories are already weapons Vader has turned inward for decades. They do not break him. They strengthen his resolve. Once the fight moves beyond psychological probing, the balance shifts irreversibly. Vader's relentless offense, crushing force attacks, and refusal to retreat leave Vecna with diminishing control. Time works against Vecna and in favor of the Sith Lord. Final result: Darth Vader is more powerful and would win this ultimate battle. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.